Lala at those big odds, $36 odd. It's nice to hear the dulcet tones of Ian Craig back behind the binoculars again as we say good afternoon to him at Rosehill.
And as Brendan joins us, good afternoon to you, Brendan. Thank you so much. And to our Sky Racing audience, repeating that it's a lovely day here. Good track, True Rail and Clang-a-Lang, best backed runner in the first on Tab Limited. Number 4 is 240 and 120. Number 3, Takass, the second pick, is 390 and 140. And number 7, Civics, 620 and $2. Third Elect, and number 1, fourth favourite, Recruiting, 690 and $2. But here on course, Clang-a-Lang, very, very well tried. Huge run at its most recent appearance, and of course that was at Eagle Farm when it won under by a narrow margin behind Top Mark. Prior to that, at a Sunday meeting here, looked very good beating Zaruk. Anyway, an interesting race. Blinkers on Clang-a-Lang today. Blinkers on Takass. And now they're just about set to go. Red light is on and they're ready now for the first of 8 races. Clang-a-Lang drawn on the inside. Little restlessness from one in the middle. Starter still holding them. A little hard to ascertain what the horse is, but they're off this time. Rosehill didn't jump all that quickly, and actually Provaci beat them out. Recruiting jumped well, and so too did Clang-a-Lang. Takass nice and handy, followed by Civics, and then a break in proceedings, Balala. Mission Statement, Kapitsa wide and second last, and 2.5 to Rosehill. Provaci is the leader as they head along to the first corner near the 1,000 marker, and the lead it has on Recruiting is a little over a length. Clang-a-Lang third, and at its girth the outside Takass. A length and a half further away, Balali. Muddling run race, followed by, on the outside, Civics. A length and a half, Mission Statement. Next to last in the field is Kapitsa, and Rosehill brings up the rear. They come down the side and they're going along at a hacking speed, and the New Zealander Provaci shows the way. A length on Recruiting. The fancied pair abreast in third position. That's Clang-a-Lang inside Takass. Takass just shading Clang-a-Lang now, followed by Civics. A length and a half, then Balala, Kapitsa, Rosehill, and Mission Statements last as they wheel for home, and the race is on for the first time, and Recruiting goes up to Provaci. A length to Clang-a-Lang into the clear. On his outside is Takass, and 2 to Rosehill and Civics. They come down to the 200 marker now, and Recruiting narrowly from Clang-a-Lang and a length away to Takass, and then Provaci. Clang-a-Lang runs up to Recruiting, hits the front. Takass out after Clang-a-Lang. It's Clang-a-Lang in front. Takass won't quite get him, and Clang-a-Lang wins the money. Clang-a-Lang beat Takass. 2 very promising horses. Recruiting third, followed by Provaci in a photo for fourth with Balada, Mission Statement, Civics and Kapitsa, and Rosehill absolutes.
Clang-a-Lang successful in the opening race on the card. Mark Flaherty in the saddle for Gerald Ryan, so the heavyweight jock combines with a heavyweight trainer to collect the cash in the opening race on the card. Another winner for the Clang breed. 240 and 120 is what it's paid. Now, the minor end of the issue, Ian suggesting that second will go the way of Takass in the Cerise on the outside, ahead of Recruiting back on the inside, which boxed on extremely well. And the fourth issue's between 6 and the 8. Bulala, which is made up late ground. So 431 confirmed. The Quinella 370, Exacta 670, and Trifecta $33.70. And number 6 has got fourth. So first for dividend $343.30, Tote, New South Wales.
Well, from the track, coming in now. Here she comes. Showed some pace at her first up run. There's Primeval going in for Steve Baster. So they're all in, set to go for the first event on the card. Great day of racing in front of us. All clear, racing in the first, and that was a perfect dispatch too. Woodweener wide out in the yellow colours, got away fast, and Flurry's Gem shows speed just inside her. Shamu's right up there too, retaining the inside, and Raja Bella's out wide. 2 lengths further back in the field, then Feisty Lass, American Graffiti, Midday Matinee, Purple Groove outside Grenaya, and Primeval last of all. Flurry's Gem had gone through and led at the 800 turn. Raja Bell's a neck away second to Shamu, who jumped beautifully today and is right on the speed. Woodweener is next, being followed then by Feisty Lass out wide. 2 lengths further back, American Graffiti, and then Midday Matinee. A length to Purple Groove, and then Grenaya, and Primeval last of all. Up the side, 500 to go, and Flurry's Gem by 3/4. Raja Bell, Woodweener and Feisty Lass close, and Shamu waits on the run for Scotty Seamer in the red colour. She looks like she's got plenty to give. Further back in the field, Midday Matinee, then American Graffiti and Purple Groove is hard at it. Flurry's Gem led Woodweener and Feisty Lass round the turn. Midday Matinee to the outside, and then Shamu. Flurry's Gem in the straight as the leader from Woodweener. Feisty Lass on the outside, Midday Matinee. Flurry's Gem just in front, down on the inside to Woodweener and Shamu, and Feisty Lass, and Flurry's Gem virtually all the way wins it. Photo for the miners. It's a beauty. There's Woodweener right there prominent in company with Midday Matinee. Shamu the inside. Feisty Lass is out very wide next, and they were trailed by Granaya. Purple Groove never came into it, followed by American Graffiti, Raja Bell and Primeval.
Flourish Gem in those famed Widden Syndicate colours at big odds, $15, $4.10. Craig Newitt riding for Danny O'Brien. And he's defied all challenges, and challenges are plenty back on the inside. You see Shamu in the Gooree colours. Also prominent is the 3 Woodweener and 5 Midday Matinee. So 2 clearly the winner as we await the photo to come through for the minor end of the issue. So 2 is the winner. 3 has run second, Woodweener. Number 5 has run third. So Shamu should get fourth, but we'll await that to be confirmed from the track. And minor dividends are on display. 2-3-5 across the line. And that is the first on the card, Moonee Valley. The Quinella in New South Wales, 40.80. Exacta, 94.90. And the trifecta to be confirmed. Other state TAB details as they come through. How fast are the computers today? Flurry's Gem, though, the Perugino mare. Those Widden colours. So we watch the head-on as they race for the line. Craig Newitt riding for Dear Life, young apprentice who's made the transition from being the king in Tassie through to Melbourne race riding with great authority. Nice run too, Shamu back on the inside in the Gooree colours. Fourth to be confirmed. Jockeys have been legged on board at Victoria Park, and we'll be heading there in just a moment or two from now. So not too far away, we'll be off to Westmere. Outside of those, other changes, well, not too many, except for Scale the Heights has tightened in. The late mail numbers are 2, 7, 5 and 1 as we await interim details to come through at Victoria Park. Now, ratings for Eagle 2 has run fourth, first 4, $64.90, trifecta 24.30 and the Quinella 5.50. So as we await full details to come through. More from Moonee Valley very soon. Rosehill Gardens as they move into line. Let's return to STC headquarters for the second.
In front of number 7 at 5.80 and 1.50, Scale the Heights. Last to move in will be Friendly Seas. Friendly Seas in. And they're ready to go. First one by Clangalang, beat Takass and Recruiting. And they're off in the second of the day, and Coablo and Dark Blue the smartest start. Friendly Seas jump quickly. All Elegance is not far away, and the same for Scale the Heights, and then Sizer Up, followed by Yorkshire Lass. Coablo second last, and Simon Marshall's ride Go Ziggy is at the tail, not far from the lead occupied by Friendly Seas at the 1100. Friendly Seas about a length and 3/4 on Dark Blue. Third is Scale the Heights, followed by All Elegance, and between All Elegance and Scale the Heights is the favourite Sizer Up. Then the grey Coablo, followed by Yorkshire Lass and Go Ziggy hugging the rails last. Out of the back straight they run in the direction of the 800 marker, and Friendly Seas lobs along in a slowly run race, leads 3/4 Dark Blue. A couple away third is All Elegance shading Scale the Heights, then Sizer Up Coablo. Go Ziggy has passed one, and that is Yorkshire Lass at the 600. Friendly Seas quickens up a length and a half clear on Dark Blue. Scale the Heights on the inside, and then All Elegance. Sizer Up goes Ziggy on the rails looking for a nut, and then Coablo being tracked around the corner by Yorkshire Lass. Straightening up, and Friendly Seas again, the race developing into a sprint home, and Friendly Seas at the 300 a couple clear. Yorkshire Lass wide out moves into second posse. Sizer Up is in third berth now, then goes Ziggy. Scale the Heights and Coablo, but quickly Yorkshire Lass swept away for Darryl McClellan, and Yorkshire Lass is home and ho. Sizer Up battles on well, and so does Scale the Heights, but Yorkshire Lass belts in from a photo. Scale the Heights with Sizer Up, and then came Coablo in company with Friendly Seas, All Elegance and Go Ziggy, and the last to complete the course was Dark Blue.
Yorkshire Lass, well in the market, $6.60 and $1.90 for the Gary Fraser yard at Hawkesbury, and collecting the cash in comfortable style, coming with a withering burst. Sizer Up and Scale the Heights, the 2 and the 7 vying for second and third. That to be confirmed. Prominent for fourth is Coablo. But have a look at this for a turn of foot for this scenic mare out of Amplitude. And she's also produced another handy galloper, if memory serves me correctly. Blocked for a run its most recent start behind Chicky. That was a week ago today at Randwick. So clears out to win. No sign of second and third coming through. Jockeys have been legged on board at Eagle Farm. Hang on, 6, 7 and 2. Placings are through at Randwick, Rosehill rather, 6, 7 and 2. 150 and 120 the place pays. Trifecta, $69.40. Well, speaking of a turn...
I think most punters would have thought maybe $1.70, $1.60, somewhere around that mark would be the price you'd be expecting on course, but his black figures just into the black on course. So I think that's the big surprise, firstly, about the race. Titanic Jack is the second elect in the event and had support early through the betting, and Yell is the third favourite. Able Choice, the Hong Kong juvenile champion, has been a drifter in the market. He's $18 on the total, a little better on course. Here's Titanic Jack. He's unbeaten in 3 starts, including a victory here on rain-affected ground. He's got many strings to the bow. He can lead, he can settle back. Damien can make his mind up what he wants to do. Bel Esprit, well, we've all seen the outstanding ability of this horse. He's won 5 of 6, and he met trouble in the Golden Slipper at his only defeat. He's trialled here on Tuesday morning in grand style, and he's handled the wet ground before. Now, here is Able Choice going up into the line. Originally purchased at the Magic Millions for $325,000. He's developed into the top juvenile in Hong Kong, and he's here for this. Might just find them a bit nippy according to connections, but beyond that, the Ascot Vale, the Eat Well, Live Well, the Caulfield Guineas. There's Anakin Solo going up. Easing favourite is Bel Esprit. Much better odds than we expected him to be. They're ready now. The Mitchell Mackenzie, 1,000 metres at Moonee Valley. Racing. And a good start too. Titanic Jack not mustering pace in the early stages. Bel Esprit began fast. Anakin Solo's headed by Bel Esprit, who drove through to go to the lead. Tycoon Ruler goes with him. Anakin Solo settled third. Able Choice fourth the inside. Then Titanic Jack, and Yell settles last on the outside. Bel Esprit the leader, going through the gap, a half length clear to Tycoon Ruler. 2 lengths away, Able Choice pushed along on the inside, followed by Anakin Solo, Yell, and 2 lengths Titanic Jack last of all. Bel Esprit coming to the home turn, he travels well. Tycoon Ruler's under pressure, third. Yell comes from the back, gets up to third now. Able Choice is next, and then Anakin Solo and Titanic Jack last. As they cornered, Bel Esprit easily moved away from the field. He's 3 lengths in front of Yell, and Titanic Jack now produces on the outside, but Bel Esprit is well clear. Rawilla's pulled the whip, he's 3 lengths in front of Yell. Titanic Jack and Able Choice and Bel Esprit. The Wonder Colt is back, and it's Bel Esprit by 3 lengths. Bel Esprit beating Able Choice, getting up on the inside to grab second. Either Yell or Titanic Jack have run third. Long break to Tycoon Ruler, and last to finish was Anakin Solo. 6 from 7 now, and he was never going to be beaten. On course, punters have lapped up the odds on offer. It's got in to pay $1.70 and $1.20 on the tote. Second goes to number 2, Able Choice. And third, number 3, Yell. 1, 2 and 3. Fourth was number 4.
Wow, the excitement machine is back, and back better than ever. Royal Academy 3-year-old that John Simons puts the polish on. What a thrill for Nash Rawiller. First time on race day in the saddle with Wayne Trelaw out at the moment. And what a thrill for Nash Rawiller. Quinellis 12.60, exact at 10.50. And the Trifecta New South Wales $38 as we await Super Tab and Unitab details. Head on, have a look at this galloper. There's been plenty talked about him, not beaten far in a Golden Slipper, but before that a faultless record. And he careers away. Good run, the Hong Kong horse back on the inside with the gold cap and black colours. Able Choice. The De Heer 3-year-old out of Lady Jackie-O. So 59 flat is the time they've run. Very handy gallop on the Strath there, considering it's a slow track reading. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 has run fourth. First 4 New South Wales, $44.80. Now Snipe
3 Polar North, 310 160. Number 5 Ms Bowie at 440 and 160. They're the top 2. Ms Bowie, trained by Alan Denham, whose dad's got Gleam at highest in the race, and I see the owners, part owners of Note, are Jay and Ms S Bowie. Now, the last to move in will be Of Note. Of Note, the last to move up here at Rosehill. Previous race going to Yorkshire Lass, beat Scale the Heights and size her up 6-7-8, 6-7-2. And they're off and running in the third of the day, and the best out was Zanzara Bank, quickly headed by Penny Opera over on the inside highest. Nez Nas is galloping to fourth, and two to Moon Point on the outside of Gleam, Fuji Sea Rocks. And then Polar North, a length further back, Miss Bowie, Spur Hill next to last, and of note is at the tail of the field. They complete 400 metres, and Penny Opera shows the way. About 2 lengths the break on the roughie, Zanzara Bank highest, third, Nez Nas fourth, and then Moon Point on the outside of Gleam, about 1 3/4 to Miss Bowie. Just shading a few GC Rocks on her outside. Polar North is travelling third last. Spur Hill, expected longer odds next to last, and 2 to of note. This is the order, 650 left to travel, and Penny Opera holds out Zanzara Bank, and then the highest, who's getting a nice run behind the speed. Nez Nas is next. Another 2 lengths to Gleam, Moon Point written along from Miss Bowie, Fuji Sea Rocks, then Spur Hill. Next to last is Polar North, and 2 lengths to of note as they swing. Zanzara Bank heads off the early leader, Penny Opera, but highest claimed Zanzara Bank, and then Gleam. Miss Bowie joining in now, followed by Nesnath, and Polar North's a minute away, but it's highest in front, trained by Jack Denham, son Alan, the mentor of Miss Bowie. The Denham horses will fight it out. Highest the inside from Miss Bowie, highest just in front, highest a narrow winner, I'd say, over Miss Bowie, and Polar North made up many lengths for third, followed by Fuji Sea Rocks. That wasn't a bad performance. Then Zanzara Bank, followed by Gleam. A break in proceedings then to Spur Hill, Nez Nas, and then of note in the last 2 in, Moon Point in company with the early leader, Penny Opera.
Oh, and if you're back, Polo North got stuck in some scrimmaging about 300 metres from home, but have a look at this for a finish. The 4 and the 5, highest, the Jack Denham stable, and the 5, Miss Bowie, and the Jeff and Beryl white colours on the outside. And as Ian mentions, near the line, he suggests that highest Justin Sheehan has got the cash. We'll await those placings to be confirmed from the track. Suggested 4, 5, 3 and 8. We'll await that to be confirmed. If that's the case, Justin Sheehan winning rider for Jack Denham. And that's the way they've gone, 4, 5, 3. The Masqué filly for the Altamonte family. So 4, 5, 3 and 8 is confirmed. It's 570, 180, 170 on 160. Quinella will pay 12.20. Exacta 25.30, 65.60 the trifecta. 4, 5, 3 trifecta, and the winner is a standout from the Ron Dufficy selections. So 4, 5 and 3 across the line.
And we need to move into the line. Looks like he might have shifted a plate, and the farriers at work down there. With the scratching of Faulkness, that would have been an Irish ride. I understand that Craig Durden won't earn points in the series for John Ledecky. This horse incidentally backed up from a run, or is to back up from going around at Mornington on Thursday on the flat. Previous race, wonderful effort by Bel Esprit to get home. Connections suggesting he's still only around 85% right. He'll next go around in the McNeil and then the Manicato, where he'll clash with Rubitano. Interesting question was posed to Nash Rawilla by Mark Guest as how he thought Bel Esprit would line up against Rubitano when they meet in the Manicato Stakes, and he said he'd be very, very competitive. So it augurs well for Bel Esprit's chances in the big weight for age race. Now they're all in, set to run here. And they're off. John Ledecky walked out of the gates over on the outside. Pookie Bear was one of the first out, and Gilligan Loose Truth were away quickly. Magic Lear is up there in the early stages, and Dove Edwards wider out. River Boy jumped that one very high. He's settling well back in the field today as they go to the last of the treble. In fact, his last, River Boy, leaving that section of the course and running to the back now. And as they go into the back section of the course now, Loose Truth is moving up on the outside with Dove Edwin to tackle Kevy's Luck, who had the lead. John Ledecky is now back a length away fourth. He is racing a little wide there as they come to the first of a double down the back. Next is Gilligan Magic Lear. They're tightly bunched. A length to Pookie Bear. Towards the end of the field then is Yellow Limit as they go over that one, and he's being followed by River Boy, and then came towards the end as Uncle Ike, and Sovereign Ties is last of all. So they sweep down the side the first time round, and Dove Edwin strode to the lead over Kevy's Luck and John Ledecky. Loose Truth let them go and settle back in fourth placing as they come to the double up the side the first circuit. Pace is pretty genuine here. Over on the outside is Yellow Limit, and then Gilligan is about midfield on the rail. 1.5 to Magic Lear, Pookie Bear, River Boy Boy out wide, and then Uncle Ike and Sovereign Ties. Second of that double, up the side on the first circuit now, and John Ledecky over on the outside, travelling 3 wide, has gone up to take the lead. Over on his inside is Kevy's Luck, and Dove Edwin is in the centre. 3 lengths away to Gilligan, and they're trailed by Yellow Limit, moving up on the outside of Loose Truth. Back behind those horses then Perky Bear tucked away on the rail, and then River Boy striding up 3 deep now around Magic Lira. Uncle Ike and Sovereign Ties as last as John Ledecky put in a ripper of a jump over the fence in front of the stands, and he's out by 2. John Ledecky, after having done a little bit of work, crossed down to the rail in front. He's leading from Kevy's Luck outside Gilligan, right behind the leader. Yellow Limit moving up to 4th, 1.5 lengths, Dove Edwin. He's being followed by Perky Bear midfield the rail, and then River Boy, who's been covering a lot of ground. In behind them then came Uncle Ike, and they're followed by Loose Truth, Magic Lira, and back last of all is Sovereign Ties, the second favourite, and Sean McDermott starting to work on him. So they've done a circuit now. Here's the treble coming up again. Gilligan makes a move on the outside at the first of the treble to join John Ledecky. Over the middle of the treble, John Ledecky out jumped Gilligan. Perky Bear moved up into 3rd placing as they leap this next one. Uncle Ike making ground on the inside. Kevy's Luck is deeper and Yellow Limit wider still. River Boy's getting through the pack now. He's within 5 of the leader. He's within striking distance going into the back. Next, Loose Truth. Dove Edwin's lost his place. Magic Lira's well back. And Sovereign Ties can't get going today. He's 3 lengths away. John Ledecky led Gilligan into the last lap, and the last double down the back there. Oh, one back in the field there. Was it Yellow Limit? Might have been. Yeah, Yellow Limit went down at that one. And off the back, John Ledecky kicks away, out by 3 lengths, coming up the side. Loose Truth is around the outside and running on strongly. Don't know whether River Boy got into trouble at that fall back there, but he's back about 7th and hard-ridden. He couldn't win the way he's going. John Ledecky came to the 3rd last. Loose Truth is after him. Perky Bear in the centre. Then came the grey Uncle Ike, a gap Magic Lira, Gilligan, and then Kevy's Luck, and River Boy struggling on the wet ground, I'd say. Here's the next one, the second last. John Ledecky let fly, and he's out by 2 lengths now to Loose Truth. They're followed then on the inside Perky Bear. 2 lengths further back in the field is Magic Lira. Then came Uncle Ike. Can't see a green cap in sight. The Irish boys aren't going to get into the money. Round the home turn they race now, and it's out in front, swinging into the straight, John Ledecky from down the outside. Magic Lira is coming with a run on the outside of Loose Truth, but John Ledecky came to the last. Over it he goes. John Ledecky for Craig Durden, about 3 lengths to Magic Lira, making ground and Loose Truth, but it's John Ledecky in front, and John Ledecky wins it by 1.25 lengths. Nothing between. Probably Magic Lira will get second ahead of Loose Truth. There's little in that one. Clear to Perky Bear, and he was followed closely in the field by Gilligan, and a long break to Uncle Ike, who was followed then by Kevy's Luck. River Boy, Sovereign Ties has finished towards the back of the field. Number 6 is the winner. There's a riderless one cantering up the straight. That would be Yellow Limit, who was the one who took a fall down the back of the course. One's been pulled up at the turn. Dove Edwin wasn't travelling well late in the race.
Okay, Greg pulled up the 4, and the 12 is the Fullerene report on the jockey. He looked okay, we'll get that to you. But John Ledecky collects the cash. Craig Durden giving the Aussies clean sweep. So Perky Bear, Tommy Hazlitt's probably got just out behind them, with 6, 9 and 8 across the line, with 10 being just behind them. So there's the full dividends for you. So we'll have approximate dividends for you shortly. New South Wales, Quinella 67.80, Exacta 105.30, and they're all coming through as we speak, so they're nice and fast today. Super Tab, Quinella 58.20, Exacta 159.20, and Trifecta $1,460. So we'll confirm 4th as soon as we can. As we watch the head on, John Ledecky jumping in great form. John Ledecky, the Centane Galloper, tyre prepared, had been out of form. It's past 3. And at big odds too, over the flat at its most recent start, over hurdles the 2 runs prior. Last run over a steeple was a second behind Sampan Man at Moonee Valley, and showed them a clean set of heels today. So 4th to be confirmed. Victoria Park is our next for coverage. They're behind the start. So Victoria... Okay, Ian, not quite ready just yet. Sin Trail in from 5.40. It's the big firmer. It's one that stood out in the yard like a beacon, according to Ron Duffus. He thought it looked great. And Tom Cureur's his top pick now into $9.20. Also money for the speedy King Capo, a horse who's Had some injury problems. His Desert Sun 7-year-old has only had 11 starts, but has won 5 of those. We can go back trackside. Here's Ian.
Favourite is number 10, Sin Trail, as it is on the tote, and in New South Wales 460 and 190. Oakfield King will be the last to move in here. Late money for Charlie Bub. This will be a scamper, 1,100 metres, a lot of very fast horses engaged, and they're all in, set to go. Starter has the button, just pointing out something the starter to one of his attendants. Sin Trail, keen to get on with it. Racing, Charlie Bub was last out, and a good start other than that, and the early leader is Oxford Princess from Magic Duck, Sin Trail and Scintillation. Tom Carus and All Things to Come, and then comes Umbani the inside, followed by King Capo and Very White Out Cyanban. Then the grey stylish crown Charlie Bub, followed by Go Earl Olivier, and Oakfield King is last. Down to the 650 they run Oxford Princess, narrowly Magic Duck to the grey. One of them in the race, Sin Trail, followed then by Scintillation. 2.5 to Umbani, and then Tom Carus, Stylish Crown, followed by King Capo, Charlie Bub, Cyanban, Olivier, Go Earl. All Things to Come has dropped right back now as they straighten up, and Absolute as Oakfield King in the stretch, 300 to go, and Magic Duck sailed away. Magic Duck about 2.5, Sin Trail, Umbani. Oxford Princess has thrown in the towel. Olivier has made up many lengths. Magic Duck tiring. Here's Sin Trail and Umbani. Sin Trail and Umbani pecking back Magic Duck. Magic Duck is still in front. The Duck is hanging on at his home. Magic Duck beats Sin Trail and Umbani. Then King Capo, Olivier, Go Earl made up many lengths, followed by Charlie Bub, Tom Carus, Oakfield King, Stylish Crown, Cyanban. All Things to Come, Oxford Princess knocked up and beat Scintillation to the line.
Brent Stanley with all of his vigour and poise in the saddle, defying the challengers Sin Trail and Umbani, which ran a good race at odds, one of those equal top raters, 8, 10 and 4. And Miracle Malcolm Johnston puts the polish on that Magic Ring galloper out of Mother's Delight. Its third career win in just 8 starts for the 4-year-old mare. So 8, 10, 4 across the line. And the Quinella will be $16.70, exacta $34.30. And the trifecta is $625.44. It's gone the way of number 3. And that will return $4,883.60. So divvy's coming through very fast today. The computer's chiming through. And we do have correct weight at Victoria Park. So dividends are up, just the time to be confirmed. Due for another 21 odd minutes. Awaiting a scales report in Brisbane, they've run 57.6, take note, for the 1,000 metre dash, 57.6. Now Rosehill, Caribou, no surprises there, tops the ratings from Silver Duke, so 1, 3... and then 4 and 5, Tashpan and Kalalisha equal third rate in the Grey Stars race. This is a transitional handicap. Silver Duke's in the market, Tashpan right in the market, Darren Beedman rides again. And we check over the page from there. Kalalisha looks good odds. A field of 7, apologies folks going around. Getting so excited with the field of grey set to go. Moonee Valley Innovation Girl, all the rage. The money comes for Before Too Long. Before too long they'll be off as we head trackside.
About 4 to come into the line now. Innovation Girl included. Coupe out behind the line also. I'm told that's the way that Connections want her name pronounced. Coupe it will be from now on. Now Innovation Girl to get set. Here's Coupe going up into the line now. Brett Preble on board, drawn towards the outside. And the last up will be Innovation Girl. As far as that jumps challenge is concerned, Ireland